sie Japoma Radio adesiema.
Titi wobika, titi wobichire Japoma Radio mo yesoronko.
On Japoma Radio GH. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and then on Twitter, Japoma Radio GH, YouTube, King of Kings Media. Download the app on the Google Play Store. Coming up, Commander Sugar Factory to start operating in April, Akufo-Addo. Ayite powers in court over alleged 45,000 visa fraud. Government may not be able to pay salaries in the next 3 months. Backben. I am Josephine Nate. Details shortly. Welcome back. The news in details. The Speaker of Parliament made some stakes projection for which public sector workers may have to brace themselves. According to Alvin Backben, Ghana government may struggle to honor some financial obligations, including of paying employees in the next 3 months if critical steps are not taken. This is not discouraged the committee from doing their work. If something is not done within the next 3 months, the government may not be able to even pay salaries, he said. He made this disclosure to members of parliament on Thursday, February 24, 2022. It is unclear what constitutes this fall short of giving further details of the information at my disposal. But this comes amid ongoing consultation by the government to get the controversial electronic transaction levy (e-levy) bill passed. President Akufo-Addo has given the strongest indication that the Commander Sugar Factory will start operations in April this year. According to him, civil workers being undertaken by the Indian investors will come to an end in March, paving the way for the production of sugar to begin. He made this revelation when he received delegates from the Commander Traditional Authority at the Jubilee House on Wednesday. The president stressed that his government is determined to get the factory running. This factory has been a topic issue. Some people claimed they had done it, but when we went to check, it hadn't been done. But as you can see, the NPP government has done the needful, and by April everything would have fallen in place for the factory to operate. Now moving on with some local news. The police have arrested 3 individuals for possessing firearms without lawful authority. On Friday 21st, 2 targeted intelligence-led operations were conducted at Tema Community 25 and Dansuman. At Tema Community 25, the first suspect, Abdul Razak, aged 46, was arrested. In a Facebook post, the service noted that a search conducted at his hideout led to the retrieval of an AK-47 assault rifle, 90 rounds of live AK-47 ammunition, 4 rounds of 17mm ammunition, a machete, and a rubber pistol. At Dansuman, the 2 others, Hamza Yakubu and Mubarak Yakubu, were appealed by the officers. Also, a search conducted on them led to the retrievals of 1 pump action gun and pistol. Michael Ayite Okan, aka Ayite Powers, a boxer, has appealed before a Kaneshi district court for allegedly defrauding a building contractor of Ghana 45,000 cedis. Ayite Powers allegedly collected the amount to secure the contractor an Australian visa and include him in his team for a boxing contest in Australia, but failed to fulfill his promise. Ayite Powers, who was charged with defrauding by false pretense, pleaded not guilty. The case was adjourned to March 18th, and the court, presided over by Ms. Amma Adumanko Kwachi, ordered the prosecution to fully disclose. The court recited a bench warrant issue for the arrest of Ayite Powers and admitted him to self-recognized bail. We take a break. When we come back is the business news. Welcome back. Now moving on to some business news. The Bank of Ghana says it has adopted a cautious approach with the piloting of the digital currency, the ECD, despite anticipation of the introduction of the electronic currency by a cross-section of Ghanaians. According to its head of innovation and FENG, Kwame Opong, the central bank following the due process in piloting of the digital currency, and it is therefore not taking any risk and chance to at all. The piloting of the ECD began in September 2021 and is expected to last for about 18 months. Speaking at the Absa Bank UPS Law School quarterly banking roundtable discussion on the topic digitalized currencies, regulated banking and the future of money, Mr. Opon said so far so good for the piloting of the ECD. Now on to some African news. The government of Nigeria say it will evacuate its citizens who wish to leave Ukraine as soon as airports are reopened in the country. In a statement, Nigeria's foreign ministry says the West African country has received with surprise the report of Russian invasion of Ukraine. A spokeswoman for the foreign ministry, Francisca Amayule, say it has been resolved by the Nigerian embassy in Ukraine of the safety of Nigerians in that country, and that measures are being taken to keep them safe and facilitate and evacuate of those who wish to leave. The Nigerian government says its mission in Ukraine has confirmed that the Russian action has been confirmed to military installations. We take a break. When we come back is the entertainment news. From that short break, now to entertainment news. Rapper Medical was taken aback when he decided to fill his vehicle with fuel at a filling station earlier in the week. The Omo Ada hitmaker decided to get a full tank. His footage posted on social media shows he had bought about 67 liters. However, the price he paid was a shocker to him. Medical had to pay about 540, which he noted was an unexpected increase from his previous purchase. Medical, after paying for the fuel, said he would buy a horse at some point following the increase in fuel prices. And that will be the end of the evening news. But before we go, let's take a recap of our top stories. Commander Sugar Factory to start operating in April, Akufo-Addo. Agite powers in court over alleged 45,000 cedis visa fraud. Government may not be able to pay salaries in next 3 months. Backbin. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and then on Twitter, Japoma Radio GH, YouTube, King of Kings Media. Download the app on the Google Play Store. I am Josephine Nati. Have a good evening.